everybody, and a warm welcome to one and all. Every academic year, with the arrival of the annual day, the stage is set for an end of the year assessments of our curricular and co-curricular activities. It is a much awaited day because the entire community, management, staff, students, parents, friends, and well-wishers congregate to applaud the winners and the achievers. The winners and achievers are beacons of light, and their accomplishments are inspirational to the rest. They are solid proof that small efforts can add up to giant results. The two sources of inspiration that help to launch our Christnagar family into a successful academic schedule year after year are, first and foremost, our motto expressed in the words of Jesus Christ, "I am the way, the truth, and the life," and the equally inspiring life of the founder father and patron saint of the CMI congregation, Saint Kuriakos Elias Chavara. We stand in humble gratitude for the deep and abiding values they have passed down to us. We make our plans counting on God to direct us. Christnagar School Choir will now invoke divine blessings on this felicitous event. All are requested to rise.
But he brought me, oh, his love for me, oh, his love for me. Who the Son sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Ransomed His grace mercy. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am.
I now call upon Sanya Teresa Sandeep of Class 12 to deliver the welcome address.
Good day to one and all. In keeping with the sacred traditions of hospitality, it is my pleasant duty to bid welcome to our eminent guests, Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Ishwar. Respected Presiding Guest, Reverend Father Paul Mangat CMI, Manager, Christ Nagar Educational Institutions. Reverend Father Principals of the Christ Nagar Schools. Reverend Father Bursa, Vice Principal Mr. Thomas Mani, Teacher Coordinator of this event, parents, staff members, and my dear friends. I wish you all a warm welcome to the 44th Annual Day celebrations of our Alma Mater. Today, we have an illustrious gathering of dignitaries. The chief guest is Dr. Ishwar HV. Dr. Ishwar is presently Professor and Acting Head, Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for Medical Sciences and Technology, Trivandrum. He focuses on surgery for brain and spine tumor, vascular diseases, and intravascular endoscopy. He serves as visiting faculty at KUSAT in Kochi and at the Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology in Trivandrum. Dr. Ishwar's exceptional knowledge and skills and admirable focus in his medical profession has earned him much acclaim and several prestigious awards. We are truly honored to have such a dignitary to grace our function. We are grateful to have you with us, sir, and we extend you a very warm welcome. Reverend Father Paul Mangat CMI, our manager, is noted for his integrity, quiet wisdom, and kind concern for us all in all matters. We are immensely happy to have his benevolent presence with us today, and we extend Reverend Father a very warm welcome. The presence of the Reverend Father Principals of the various streams of the Christ Nagar group of schools has added to the rich ambience of the day. We are happy to have Reverend Father Bino Pachakulam CMI, who steers the two streams of the Christ Nagar English Higher Secondary School and Christ Nagar Central School, that is, the state and the CBSE. We extend a very cordial welcome to you, Father. Reverend Father Thomas Chainatusheri CMI is the principal of Christ Nagar International School, who is an inspiration and motivation to one and all. We extend you a warm welcome, Father. I also extend a warm welcome to Reverend Father Sevi Ampad CMI, principal of Christ Nagar Senior Secondary School, Artingal. Our dear principal, Reverend Dr. Matthew Tengumpalli CMI, is a personality of great enterprise, forceful and assertive when it comes down to work and our studies. We are happy and proud, Father, and we extend you a very warm welcome. Reverend Father Tinto Pulinchivalu CMI, our bursar and vice principal, and Vice Principal Mr. Thomas Mani are notable for the quiet dignity and sobriety that they bring to every event. We extend both of them a most pleasing welcome. Ms. Shrija KS, Teacher Coordinator of the Annual Day, is the active factor behind the grand outcome that marks the success of this day. We extend Shrija Teacher a hearty welcome. Warm welcome is also extended to all our well-wishers for their unfailing love and support. Our wonderful team of teachers who work with dedication and vibrance. Our ever-dedicated supporting staff, and most importantly, our student community. Without you, our dreams would never become a reality. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you. Have a wonderful day. May God bless all of us. May God bless Christ Nagar. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanya. The lighted lamp is a symbol of everything propitious and providential. May I request the chief guest and other honored dignitaries on the dais to mark the beginning by lighting the lamp. This will be followed by the school anthem by the school choir.
In Christ Nagar alma mater hill, we thy children in white and blue. Around the glorious banner stand with lamps lit from the sacred light to guide our steps in the encircling blue. Sing in the hymn of rishis of pure Dhammasoma Jyotirgamaya. God bless our glorious alma mater in faith and hope. We will march ahead in quest of truth and liberation brings from bondage of falsehood, ignorance and death. Ushering in the light as we chant the voices sing. Asatoma Sadgamaya. Oh, glorious Christ Nagar, alma mater. Teach us to love and brighten the world that is crippled and broken apart by our own greed, hate and malice. Oh, help us heal this mortal world and make it whole, and a world of peace. Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Satoma Satgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya.
We in Christ Nagar have much to recollect and to celebrate. We also believe in the dictum, work hard and play hard. May I now request our most respected principal, Reverend Dr. Matthew Thengamballi CMI, to kindly present our school annual report.
Most respected guest of the day, Dr. Ishwar, respected manager, Reverend Father Paul Mangad, respected principals, respected staff, parents, and my dear children. It's entirely different annual day. The COVID has brought a new way of doing things, not only in schools but all over the world. And today in the morning, we have gathered here to celebrate, just to have a virtual celebration of our annual day of Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School. I will be presenting only the introduction and the conclusion of the different and various activities of the academic year 2021. The rest of the activities and the reports can be watched when it is being aired. Let me start like this. Christ, the teacher par excellence, is our supreme guru and guiding light. And Christ Nagar is dedicated and named after our supreme guru. The motto of the school, through the words of Jesus Christ, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Saint Kyriakos Elias Chavara, the founder of the CMI congregation, is our source of inspiration. The vision and the mission of our school permeates our activities to this day. Saint Kyriakos Elias Chavara was a visionary leader who envisaged many plans for the spiritual, social, and educational progress of the church and the society at large. His contributions, especially in the field of education, laid a strong foundation for a just and a humane society. The main entire educational endeavor of the CMI congregation is to bring about a social transformation with emphasis on an option for the poor, coupled with a target of moral restructure of the society. The school considers education as an integral to the formation of human person for the fulfillment of a child's individual and social responsibilities. Though the school was not opened due to COVID, all the activities of the academic year was held here except the physical presence and the physical activities of our children. Almost all the activities were done through online with active participation of my children. And the report of the different activities will be presented by children, and that will be brought to the entire Christ Nagar family. It is my duty to acknowledge and appreciate and express my sincere thanks to all the people concerned for their hard work amid COVID-19. I sincerely and gratefully acknowledge the contributions made by former manager, Reverend Father Joseph Vattaparambil, and former principal, Reverend Father Kurian Chalangadi. We, the new team, took charge as a manager and the principal only in the middle of the academic year. Christ Nagar family was gracious enough to accept and embrace the new team with their heart and the mind. On this occasion, when I was thinking about having a virtual annual day, the first name came to my mind is Dr. Ishwar, the former student and a parent of Christ Nagar. why I selected him as the chief guest, because I believe it is an acknowledgement from our part to all the people who work day and night during this pandemic time to save the humanity, the brothers and sisters of our society. Dr. Ishwar, kindly accept our appreciation for your work and your team of work who are doing innumerable services, especially during this pandemic time. On this occasion, he starts his day at 7 o'clock in the morning with the team at SET. But he's kind enough to come down and to be a part of this virtual assembly, virtual annual day celebration of 2020-21. On behalf of the entire team of Christ Nagar, Dr. Ishwar, I extend my sincere appreciation and thanks for accepting our invitation and for being a part of this virtual annual day celebration. Father Paul Mangad, the manager and the former principal of Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School, he took charge as the manager of Christ Nagar Group of Institutions on 1st of October 2020. With having a lot of experience, a kind and a visionary, Father Manager is always extend his support for almost all the activities of Christ Nagar institutions. Father Manager, Reverend Father Paul Mangad, I sincerely appreciate for all your hard work and your services that you extend time to time for the different activities of Christ Nagar School. Thank you, respected Father. I would like to put a word of appreciation to my Vice Principal and Bursar of Christ Nagar Group of Institutions, Father Tinto Pulinchuveli. I hardly see him here in the campus. He almost appears like a Mayavi. But he is found everywhere, looking after, paying attention to each and every activities of Christ Nagar Group of Institutions. Father, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate and extend my sincere thanks for all what you are doing for the school. Thank you, Reverend Father Tinto. My counterparts are sitting along with me here. Father Thomas Chenatichari, the principal of Christ Nagar International School. Father Bino Pattugalam, Christ Nagar English Higher Secondary School and Christ Nagar Central School. Father Xavier Ampart, Christ Nagar Public School at Attingal. I sincerely appreciate your presence and your support that you extend time to time to Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School. Thank you, respected fathers. I will be incomplete in my duty if I don't mention my Vice Principal, Mr. Thomas Mani. Mr. Thomas Mani, we call him Mani Sir, is I think the senior most faculty of our institution. He comes, I think, early in the morning and he goes late or after everybody leaves the campus. Even after reaching home, he pays his attention and time for Christ Nagar activity, for different activities of Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School. Sir, I sincerely appreciate for all what you are doing here for the school. Thank you very much, Mani Sir. On this occasion, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all teachers of Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School, section heads, department heads, and all teachers. In spite of this COVID situations, you have learned innumerable new ways to shift your traditional method of teaching into online mode of teaching. I think for teachers, that was the biggest challenge they have ever faced in their life. But my teachers were very adaptive and were ready to face the challenges of the time. And the entire credit for your hard work comes from the parents through their sincere word of appreciation for your dedication and commitment. My dear respected teachers, big salute for your hard work and sincere service. I also would like to extend my sincere appreciation to my supporting staff. Though the presence of the children here in the campus were not there, except some senior students were here from January onwards in their campus. My non-teaching staff was here day and night, doing one or other thing, doing their regular activities. And the school is what we see is the sincere and dedicated staff of Christ Nagar, supporting staff of Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School. From the security to the person who is sitting in the office or in the library or in the store or the transport staff, all were very, very committed and always extend their services day and night. Very gratefully acknowledge all my supporting staff, the cameramen, the electricians, the light and sound, all people. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. God bless and big thanks to each and every one of you. What I miss here at the campus is my children. That was a real missing. I don't feel that a principal without children. I come in the morning and occupy my seat, but always look, and think, when are my children going to be here in the campus? I see them in blue and white, but keeping a mask, and I'm not able to see their faces. I miss really my children. And I keep my fingers crossed, believing that my children will be back to Christ Nagar School. And only Christ Nagar School becomes Christ Nagar School only in the presence of my children. And my dear children, even if you are away, but we meet often through online, we really miss you. But appreciate your participation, your enthusiasm for adapting to new method of education and keeping and holding the great values of Christ Nagar. Thank you very much for your sincere cooperation and participation in almost all the activities of Christ Nagar School. A big salute to all my children of Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School. Excellence is the unlimited ability to improve the quality of what you have to offer. Christ Nagar always stands for excellence. And I believe that we will carry on what has been shown to our forefathers and our teachers and all people who worked here day and night. I will be completing my duty today, appreciating the cooperation and sincere commitment of my parents. I missed in between. When new method of teaching was introduced, my parents were, opening their hearts and minds, accepting whatever is being asked or raised by the teachers, because we do not want to miss the quality education that is being imparted by Christ Nagar to their children. Parents, what Christ Nagar is today is a result of your cooperation, commitment, and support. I sincerely appreciate your services, your support, and cooperation for all the activities of Christ Nagar Higher Secondary School. Thank you and God bless. God bless Christ Nagar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father.
The school conducted its inaugural ceremony of school reopening for this academic year on 1st June 2020 in the school campus. The chief guest of the day, Sri Arul R.B. Krishna IPS, an ex-Christ Nagarian and aide-de-camp to the Governor of Kerala, addressed the students virtually. Our manager, Reverend Father Joseph Vattaparambil CMI, Principal, Reverend Dr. Kurian Chalangadi CMI, and a team of teachers were present.
The dawn of this academic year took us to the online teaching platform. Quality online education is imparted to students through effective teaching learning strategies, and periodical tests were also conducted online to monitor their performance. Offline classes for classes 10 and 12 began from January 2021 in strict adherence to COVID-19 protocols. Model examinations were also conducted for the students of classes 10 and 12.
The kindergarten section celebrated the Colours Day the first week of August 2020 with great enthusiasm and fervour. It was designed to help the children to identify and differentiate various colours, and sense of colour enhances and influences their life.
The Youth Festival was virtually inaugurated on 14th August 2020. Sri A.V. Krishnan, popularly known as Chris Venugopal, actor, dubbing artist and clinical hypnotherapist, was the chief guest. It was a 2-day-long program with cultural, artistic, literary and musical competitions.
Our country's 74th Independence Day was celebrated at school with the students' virtual participation from home. Sri Biju Prabhakar, IAS, Managing Director of the KSRTC, was our chief guest. Such a celebration was conducted strictly, following the protocols amidst the pandemic threats.
A good teacher is one who can inspire hope, ignite imagination and instill a love of learning. As a mark of gratitude to the teachers' efforts and guidance as mentors, students took the opportunity to express their love and gratitude for their dear teachers by celebrating the Teachers' Day on 5th September 2020. They sent greetings in the form of short videos which were compiled and aired as tokens of love for their dear teachers.
Snapshots and videos of kindergarten children celebrating Onam at home with their families were compiled and aired. Children came on screen in their traditional costumes, arranging Athapookulam and enjoying Unyalatam to the tune of songs taught by their teachers. A farewell ceremony was organized to bid adieu to our manager, Reverend Father Joseph Vattaparambil CMI, and our principal, Reverend Dr. Kurian Chalangadi CMI. The staff members devoted this event to recollecting memorable moments. The children expressed their love and gratefulness to their dear principal through pre-recorded videos. As a tribute to our beloved principal, a video was presented which highlighted the 6 years of his remarkable journey in our school. The staff members also expressed heartfelt gratitude to both Reverend Fathers for their selfless service and also wish them success in their new ventures.
Change is inevitable. Every success story is a tale of constant adaptation, revision and change. We were proud to welcome our new Reverend Father Manager and Reverend Father Principal to the Christnagar family. Both the personalities are not new to the Christnagar family, as they have already rendered glorious services to the institution years back. Our new manager, Reverend Father Paul Mangat CMI, who is an efficient administrator, had served as our principal years ago. Reverend Dr. Matthew Thangumbali CMI, our new principal, started his teaching career in our school and later became the vice principal. We cordially welcome them back in their new roles and wish all success in their new responsibilities.
On 14th November 2020, we witnessed yet another virtual celebration, the Children's Day. Even though it was a virtual assembly, around 310 students participated. Ms. Susan Matthew, Principal, Friends Play School and Kindergarten was the chief guest. The students of the lower primary section and the kindergarten presented a colorful event. A skit based on the life of Pandit Nehru was the highlight.
The 42nd Annual Science Fair was inaugurated on 23rd November 2020 by Sri Biju Thomas M., Manager, RDK Competency. The theme of the fair was Blueprints for a Brighter Tomorrow. Manager, Reverend Father Paul Mangat CMI, and Principal, Reverend Dr. Matthew Thengampally CMI addressed the audience. This great initiative provided an excellent opportunity to the students to show off their science-based skills and talent. It also provided them with practical knowledge and experience. We also had the privilege of having foreign guests, Mr. Tomano Tobashi from Ottoman Joking Senior and Junior School, Osaka, Japan, and Mrs. Kostula Stipa from the Primary School of Polikini in Greece interacted with the students of the online fair. The 4-day event was a grand success.
2nd December is observed as World Computer Literacy Day every year. The day aims to create awareness and drive digital literacy in underserved communities worldwide. Our computer department prepared a video to make the students aware of this special day. Mr. Muhammad Y. Safrullah, IAS, Additional Secretary, IT Department, gave the keynote address.
This year's Christmas and Family Day was celebrated virtually on 19 December 2020. Reverend Dr. Soni Mundanadakar, Secretary, Lourdes Mata Catholic Educational Society, delivered the Christmas message. The school organized its first ever Family Christmas Carol competition, which involved the family members of the students. Dances, melodious carols, and a short skit called Santa Came to Say were the other highlights of the program.
3rd January 2021 was observed as Founders Day. This year, Founders Day was celebrated virtually to pay homage to our founder father, St. Kuriakos Elias Chawla. The keynote address was delivered by the chief guest, Reverend Father Matthew Kannambally CMI, and a soul-stirring prayer to the Mother of Jesus from St. Chawla's Atmanutapam, and the song Marannida Nammal Puzhayozhigya Vazhigal, written by Reverend Father Thomas Chennattusheri CMI, were the highlights of the event.
Our school has been conducting a cultural exchange program with 13th Primary School located in Polchny, Thessaloniki, Greece. 27 students from Class 4 were selected for this program. The program started on 27 September 2020. As a part of this program, students send videos of their performing skills in dance, art, music and cookery.
Our school is an official participant of the Japanese government project Art Mile International Collaborative Learning AICL 2020. Otemon Joukin Junior and Senior High School, Osaka, Japan is our partner school. 29 students from Class 8 represented our school in AICL. Japan Art Mile implements Art Mile Collaborative Learning. It aims at developing global citizens who respect diverse cultures. Our students presented their projects on sustainable development goals. They also completed a half-drawn mural painting which they received from their partner school. Quiz Club has been functioning effectively to develop the art of quizzing and to enrich the knowledge of the students. In this pandemic situation also, the club has had a fruitful year. Being one of the most active clubs, Quiz Club has conducted monthly quizzes for each section through Google Forms. Quiz Club also encourages students to participate in quizzes conducted by various other organizations and schools.
The class assemblies were conducted virtually due to the COVID pandemic. It commenced with a virtual fiesta of Class 12, and for the first time ever in any class assembly, Class 11 used the technology of virtual reality, which was an extraordinary visual treat. Classes 5 to 10 also conducted their assemblies online. This gave the children an opportunity to exhibit their talents virtually from the safety of their homes.
Orientation classes were conducted by our principal, Reverend Dr. Matthew Thengampally CMI, for the teachers of all sections on various topics. Workshops were also conducted for the teachers by our principal to acquaint the faculty with the new educational policy NEP 2020. The insightful sessions were very interactive and informative.
A webinar was organized for the students of Class 12 on 1st March 2021. The resource person, Shri A. Hemachandran IPS, inspired the students by stressing the importance of setting a goal and the need to believe in one's potential to achieve the goal. PTA meetings were conducted on different dates for classes 9 to 12 in virtual platform. Our principal, Reverend Dr. Matthew Thengampally CMI, and teachers interacted with parents for planning and executing different academic activities for the betterment of student performance.
May I now request our chief guest, Dr. Ishwar H.V., Professor and Acting Head, Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for Medical Sciences and Technology, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected Father Matthew, Dr. Matthew Tingumbali, CMI, Father Paul Mangad, CMI, Father Tinto Pulinchuvalli, CMI, Thomas Mani sir, all the esteemed priests here, the great teachers who are going to shape the future generations of Christ-Nagarians, as we used to be called when we were young, and my beloved students. I must begin with a confession. I stand here with a sense of great happiness and, more than that, honor to be here, transformed from being a student to a person who is big enough, big within quotations, to address the students here. I started off in the last rows of class 5 here in the 1980s, stood in the assembly lines, heard, saw, and absorbed what the teachers and all the eminent people whom I had the chance to be exposed to when I was in the school. And I would be failing as a human being if I do not acknowledge what Christ-Nagar has done to me as a student here. I am sure that the new generation here would definitely find this as a rumblings of an old man in his, the new generation. But then I would fail as a human being if I do not acknowledge what my teachers have done to me in the years in Christ-Nagar. I have been swept by a wave of nostalgia and all the reminiscences of all those days that I have spent here in this very present campus. It used to be known as a Christ-Nagar English High School in those days. And we were shaped by a set of teachers who worked day and night. There was no mobile, so we had only the school. So we used to spend most of our time in school. Even if the school ends at 3:30, we'll be around for some more time. They helped us in many ways. I would recall my English teacher, Father Berthold, CMI, who was a tough, no-nonsense guy. He would punish you for even the slightest mistakes. But such was his passion for teaching that he made me write in 4-line book right into my 10th standard to improve my handwriting. Today, if I have not fallen to the doctor's dead habit of bad handwriting, it's because I owe it to Father Berthold. Interestingly, there was a science fair going on when I was in 9th standard, and Dr. C.R. Salmon, who was an eminent nutrition expert, was delivering a lecture on what is good nutrition. Dr. C.R. Salmon was a very good English speaker, user of English language. His accent was perfect, British. So I was sitting next to Father Berthold, and Father Berthold looked at me and said, "Listen to his speech." My response was, "Father, his pronunciation is very good." Immediately, he gave me one nice whack on my back and said, "It is not pronunciation, Ishwar, it is pronunciation." The rules of accentuation and syllabification which he has taught me has stood me in good stead in the years in medicine and later. The reason was simple. English was the language of science. For a boy who is coming from very humble, modest background, the ability to learn the English language helped me to understand the nuances in science, which helped me to read more and more of medical textbooks, which made me what I am today. Thank you, Father Berthold, for what you have done to me. I must also, this is confession time, so this is my second confession. I have never got a first rank in all my school and college days. But I was never the last ranker. You know, there were teachers who were telling me, "Why don't you work hard and be better?" I would listen to them, but I would only do what I liked. But the most important thing was, they guided me into the world of knowledge and academics, which in turn helped me to learn medicine and all the difficult training that a neurosurgeon has to undergo. Father Gerald was always an inspirational leader. He always had a quote for every assembly. And these quotes remain in the back of my brain all those years. Even in recent times, when there was a WhatsApp group discussion of our school group, the quotes of Father Gerald Tevelescheril came up. His most favorite quote was, "If there was a will, there will be a way." If you decide, resolve to do something and put all your energy into it, focus into it, you will attain it. Whatever it is, it can be academic, it can be non-academic, it can be art, literature, everything. So if there is a will, there will be a way. And he taught me another basic line, this basic thing about excellence. If you want to be show some eminence in whatever you're doing, that comes through excellence only. So his line in the morning was, eminence is always through excellence. Put your hard work, put your diligence, put your focus. Don't get distracted. Work towards your goal. That was Father Gerald's lines for us in the morning. His best lines were given when I left the school in 1986. On the day when our last assembly took place, he told children, good, better, best, never let them rest. Good, better, best, never let them rest until good becomes better and better becomes best. So, never let them rest until good becomes better and better becomes best. So remember these lines. It has helped me in my years of struggle to become a neurosurgeon. And I'm sure this will help you too. I hope this message has not gone past its expiry date. We live in very difficult times. I have stopped my confessions now. We live in very difficult times, COVID has taken away many of things that we used to do in everyday life before March last year. We are all fighting a battle which has led us to change our ways. There has been a lot of hardships, pain, agony, and loss of lives. Dr. Anil Satyadas here is a great COVID warrior who mans the intensive care unit in Medical College, taking care of a lot of COVID patients. There are a lot of people who have lost their lives. Anil and I have survived almost till date. We still don't know what is going to happen in future days. What is important for us to realize is that human race takes a lot of pride in its achievements. We have made huge strides in technology, in science, in every realm of life. We have tamed rivers, built huge dams, we have sent satellites, we have developed DNA technology, and everything to prolong life. I'm sure you must have read about this book by Yuval Noah Harari, a Jewish historian, who came up with a book called Sapiens. It's about the evolution of humankind. It's written in a most lucid way. I would recommend that all parents buy this book for their children. He says that the insecurity that every human being faces, whether he is in the 14th century, whether he's a 14th century peasant living on the banks of the Seine River in France, or a very successful stockbroker, rich with a private jet, who lives in New York and Manhattan, suffer from the same insecurity about his life, about his livelihood, etc. So things have not changed. This is very true in the days that we have seen since this viral epidemic started in Wuhan, in China. What has happened is, if you count the weight of all the viruses that has killed so many people, crippled so many people, made a lot of people poor, it will not even come to 5 grams. That is where the human race should ponder. Whatever be our successes in technology, in science, making money, in making ourselves secure and safe. Nature has a way ahead of us. So we need to always be humble about what we do in our lives. Because whatever is there today will not be there tomorrow. But the good thing about what the human race has done to battle the COVID crisis is very interesting. We have scrambled all our resources to ensure that we beat this pandemic. We have come up with social distancing and other non-medical measures to prevent the disease from spreading from one person to another. We have come up with drugs to counter the effects of the virus inside the human body. We have come up with novel methods of putting patients on ventilator to battle the lung damage that happens with the COVID disease. And more importantly, in such a short time, humanity came up with a vaccine. We have some hope today because there is a vaccine for us. But then let's not rest on our laurels, because tomorrow there will be a different virus which we may have to combat again. But then the onus of combating all those viruses with scientific research, with medical technology, with the tender loving care of nursing personnel of tomorrow lies in the shoulders of people who sit here, who occupy the classrooms of Christnagar and all the other schools here. So you have a big responsibility in your hands. School should also be a serious time to contemplate on what you intend to do to yourself and to the human beings around you. It is important that you must be able to come up with devices which help fellow human beings. Often, I find that the current generation is accused as being selfish because they spend more time glued to the screens, glued to televisions, glued to computers and mobiles than interacting with fellow human beings. But the truth is, we need to use those devices not just to destroy ourselves from our goals and objectives, but to use them to counter the threats to humankind in the years to come. As a neurosurgeon, I have to relate to something in neurology and neurosurgery which should be of help to you when you make decisions about your lives. There is a part of the brain called as the nucleus accumbens. This is a very tiny part of the brain right in the center of the brain. It's even difficult to see even with a microscope. What the nucleus accumbens does is it secretes a chemical called as dopamine. And the combination of the nucleus accumbens along with its chemical effector called as the dopamine is to confer on you a sense of happiness. It is called as the reward center of the brain. So what does the reward center do? It remains idle most of the time, but it seeks the pursuit of happiness through many ways. The biggest trigger of nucleus accumbens is cocaine. People who are addicted to cocaine have a lot of activity going on in the nucleus accumbens. But then nucleus accumbens is not happy just with having cocaine inside our body. It is also happy when you have a lot of money. When you put a lot of money in your bank, the nucleus accumbens starts secreting dopamine, which makes you feel good, which makes you seek more and more of money, more and more of cocaine, and more of self-destruction. But the good news is, it is not just these two things which trigger the nucleus accumbens. When you help somebody, a poor man or a fellow human being, the nucleus accumbens gets activated. Philanthropy is one of the biggest methods of kindling the nucleus accumbens. When you have, it is called as helper's high. You get a high when you help somebody. When you finish a marathon, you still find yourself capable of running another 200 meters. And that is called as a runner's high. Again, what gets kindled is when you finish a marathon or a long distance running is the nucleus accumbens. When you listen to music, the nucleus accumbens gets triggered and secretes dopamine. So my dear children, Get your nucleus accumbens triggered by the positive things of accomplishments, music, sports, etc. Let us not confine our nucleus accumbens to cocaine and all the other drugs that are available freely. My simple message to you is, through this, is do not self-destruct. Every day in Sri Chitra and Medical College and the Regional Cancer Center located in our adjacent campuses, there are hundreds of people coming there with only one prayer: a healthy life, a few more days of life, afflicted with cancers, deadly diseases. On one side, you have people pleading for more. On the other side, I find a lot of people on a course of self-destruction, using drugs, alcohol, smoking, etc. Remember, good health is a great blessing of God. Use that wisely. Don't use your health to be destroyed by addictions like alcohol, smoking, and drugs. I'm sure that I have already crossed the time limit set by myself and Father Matthew. For me, interestingly, the human concentration span is only 20 minutes, beyond which I can even put you to sleep. Let me finish my talk to you today, my address to you today, with those beautiful lines of Saint Francis of Assisi. Oh God, give me the courage to change what I can. Change whatever you can. You need the courage to do that. Give me the humility to accept what I cannot change. There are hundreds of things in our lives which we cannot change, but we need to accept that. If you break our heads on things which we cannot change, then we will lose our direction. And the most important thing is the wisdom to know the difference between what I can change and what I cannot change. God, give me the courage to change what I can, the humility to accept what I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. May you all have a happy and healthy life. God bless you. Thank you very much.